When I started out, I was a lot about getting the latest and greatest.
Yeah.
And it's very expensive. So if you work with what you have and make it work, and really just learn,
right,
and really educate you, not yourself only, but if you need to attend workshops, you need to always learn, you need to always grow.
Time now for a Royal Hustler. So, Janice Thompson started her professional photography more than a decade ago. Her love for photography was inspired by her father, who was also a photographer. Her mother also helped with the family photography business, so it's a business, family business, by recording all the dates and events of each on the back of the printed photos, old school style, most definitely. With that background, she realized that the importance of capturing moments at a young age. Janice is a part-time photographer, a dream catcher, creative and instrumental in capturing some of the most important moments in time. She currently specializes in family and portrait sessions and events. She also recently started offering birth photography. Hella! So she's gonna be a very prominent feature in my family. Janice is licensed with South African Birth Photographers Association, in association with the aim to grow birth photography as a professional service within the healthcare sector in Africa du Sud, or South Africa. Since it was launched in 2013, the association has established strong relationships with birth professionals and hospital groups across South Africa and internationally. Before we get to birth photography, which is again something that I'm exceptionally excited about, we want to know who you are, man. Tell us, Janice. Sorry, firstly, hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
See, I'm just so excited. I'm just thinking about birth photography. I just want to know what that is, and
problem.
And then so I can ask for an invoice already and a quotation, and
I'll send that to you when we're done.
So tell us a bit about your childhood, man. I mean, we did touch a bit on it, but what kind of childhood did you have, and what shaped you, and then the reasons for who you are today?
Great, thanks, Morris. Thanks for having me. So I grew up with in a big family.
Right.
We were 4 siblings, and my mom and dad taught us to share everything we had. So growing up with 4 siblings, you don't always have too much. And then we were also taught to stand up for yourself at a very young age. So till this day, I'm fortunate enough to be able to share what I have, and I stand firm on what I believe in.
Oh, beautiful. What was your biggest dream when you were growing up in with 4 siblings? Like you said, it wasn't easy, but it wasn't the worst thing even. But what were you aspiring to be, and what did you want to do when you grew older?
Strangely enough, I actually wanted to be a teacher.
Okay.
Because we would always play school at home.
Of course, yeah.
Thank goodness I didn't do that, because
Okay.
I don't have the patience. But yes, I didn't think I'd end up capturing births or families. I just really at a later stage in life realized how precious it is to have memories captured where you can actually go back and have a look at your images years later.
Yeah, and we really tend to forget how important those moments are, because I recently stumbled upon an old album of mine. I was maybe 10 years old. I was like, yo.
Exactly.
I was like, yo, that's such a beautiful
in our
thing.
digital age,
Yeah.
We forget to print those images. So when your phone gets stolen, everything is gone.
Yeah. I mean, my phone got, okay, never mind. I'm gonna stress myself out. When did you realize that photography was your calling? What was that aha moment?
I think, like I said, I grew up with it. So we were taught the value of memories at a very young age. But you can say about 11 years ago, that was when I actually picked up, the camera and started playing around. And it was a second-hand camera.
Right.
And I really just took pictures of
everything.
Exactly. And about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I registered my business.
Okay.
And 10 years ago, I was able to purchase my own new camera.
Look at that.
So, yes.
We're going to be talking about your business when we come back. back just now. We're going, because I'm very curious, especially regarding birth photography. I am so excited about that. I don't know why I'm excited about birth photography.
Am I, hey?
Because I did say that I want to have many babies. I'm going to be having about, well, if it's up to me, I want 7.
Wow.
Yeah, so, yeah. Like I said, you're going to be a very prominent feature in my family.
Yeah.
Awakira, think about it. T-Pain, Young Thug is saying, buy you a drink. A Royal Hustler this morning is Janice Thompson. She is in studio with us right now, talking. We spoke about her life, where she grew up, what she did, what inspired her, and why she does what she does. Janice, you mentioned that you recently registered your business, and you are in the thick of things in terms of birth photography. You're taking, that is your niche. That is what you decided, you know what, this is me.
Yes.
This is me. Tell us a bit about birth photography, for those who don't know.
Thanks, Morris. I think it's the most amazing moment that you could ever have captured.
Right.
It's not a doctor,
right.
You know, taking a cell phone picture.
A selfie. I'm like, hey.
So what I'd really like to do is to tell the story from when the lady or the mom is in labor. Alternatively, if it's a C-section, I'm there from an hour before
right.
she goes into theater. So I've done 2 births. I've been fortunate enough to do a C-section and a natural birth. And I must say the experience is absolutely just phenomenal. So
do you get emotional in the birth? Like I would just cry. You'd hold the camera. No,
there's no time to get emotional.
Yeah.
You get emotional when you're editing your pictures.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you're really so focused on just capturing what's happening. There's nothing styled about it.
Right.
It's raw emotion. You're capturing raw emotion.
Right.
The lighting is horrible, but you work with what you have.
Yeah.
Yes. So as soon as after the birth, I send the mother about 10 pictures before I leave hospital, just for her to have something to share. Although I do say it's a totally raw image.
Yeah, disclaimer.
Which I don't prefer to share. But you know, just for the parents to share that with friends and family.
Yeah. What has the uptake been? What has the reception been of your services in Namibia?
I've been totally overwhelmed.
Yeah. You've almost. Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
It's a good thing. Yeah.
Yes, I'm really blessed. I have so many inquiries of ladies, you know, that are asking about, you know, what it entails, you know, what's the pricing, but they really want to understand more, because they can't believe that there's actually someone that can go into the theater with them that's allowed to capture these moments.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. You know, how do you want your photography to make your clients feel when you say, guys, this is me, this is what I do, and when you capture those moments, what in your mind, what would you like them to feel like?
You know, when my clients look at their images, I'd really like them to just smile and remember that emotion that I was able to capture. I want them to have a good experience. I want them from the inquiry to the delivery of the final product. I just really want them to smile about it and have a pleasant experience.
If you could give a young, upcoming photographer some advice, what would it be?
You definitely don't need the best gear.
Okay.
Or the most expensive
gear.
Yeah. Or the, you know, when I started out, I was a lot about getting the latest and greatest.
Yeah.
And it's very expensive. So if you work with what you have and make it work, and really just learn and really educate you, not yourself only, but if you need to attend workshops, you need to always learn, you need to always grow. Don't get comfortable, and know what your clients want.
Right. If I wanted to see some of your work, also get in touch with you. You have any social media? Are you, you know, what does that look like? How do I get it?
So my Instagram handle is at JTPhotoNam, and my Facebook page is JT Photography.
Just hold on a minute. JT Photography. JT, one word, yeah?
That's right.
Photography. Let me see.
Let's hope you find it.
JT Photography. Okay, so here we go. So I want to have 10 babies. Well, I said 7. Like 10 will be great.
That will be great for my business too.
It will be great for you. You're not expensive, are you? Oh, like you said, we'll talk off the air.
Yes.
But yeah, before we let you go, what are your hopes and aspirations, not only for your business, but for Namibia?
Morris, I think quality education for all our children, not only the ones that can afford it, but really for every single child in this country. And I'd really like to see that our success is not related to who you know or what your surname is.
Right.
But to what you invest in your life and in your business.
No, definitely.
That's right.
Your story is absolutely fantastic. We'll definitely touch base and get back to you. I definitely need to do so because I'm going to be making babies very, very soon.
I'm waiting for you.
JT Photography is her Instagram handle, Genesis' Instagram handle. Please check her out. She does, she's doing the Lord's work, I'd like to say, or I generally say. Birth photography, those are moments that you need to capture. I remember I'm joking with my ex about, babe, when you do give birth, I won't be in the room because I'm scared. I don't know how to deal with that. I'll freak out. Quickly, the husbands, the boyfriends, are they also present in the rooms? Do they freak out a bit?
Yes, they do. So I've had 2 different experiences.
Yeah.
One was just totally present, and the second one was completely freaked out by the birth.
Yeah.
But so he can always go back and look at his pictures and actually see what he missed out on.
I would rather that. Janice, thank you so much for your story, and thank you so much for coming in. We really, really, really appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me, Morris and team.
There you have it, Janice Thompson from JT Photography. Instagram, she is available. Hit her up. She does birth photography. Again, a wild concept. That has been our Royal Hustler for this morning. Thank you very much for making us your number 1.
With God, comfort replaces pain. Peace replaces confusion. Hope replaces sorrow. God loves you and knows you personally. He hears you and speaks to you in your thoughts, in your heart, and through living prophets. Come hear the words God has for you. Watch General Conference this Sunday at 11:30 on One Africa TV.
Great combo deal from Choppies. Choppies, great value for your money.
There's a point sometimes where you're not sure what you want to do, and you end up asking yourself, what now?
99 FM, your inspiration station. It's Sibo and Mo in the morning. But for this interview, it's Sibo and the denim girls, denim jacket girls. Nakusha and I are twinning. Because what can I say about great minds think alike, great people think alike, exceptional women think alike. It doesn't need to be a Wednesday for it to be a woman crush here on Sibo and Mo in the morning. And our Royal Hustler this morning is a member of the Tri-Fire Studio family, the Tri-Fire Studio tribe, the one and only Unakushe Kapofi. Pew, 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 pew. This is a woman who is passionate about God, motherhood, leadership, and travel. A whole passport, my dear, with not just stamps but visas. She boosts a bachelor's degree in marketing, hospitality, and tourism from the Namibia University of Science and Technology. She has a certificate also in transformational leadership from the African Leadership Institute. And she has spent the past 19 years, yes, in the travel and sales and marketing and business development arena. And now she's on her new journey here with us. We're so fortunate to have her. And she is the sales leader. And she started in the media industry at Tri-Fire Studio, which she now describes as exciting. She's here with a, for a lack of a better word, lunatic tribe of creatives here in the building. Nakusha, welcome.
Thank you, Sibo. Thank you so much.
Hey, how are
for
you?
having me. I'm good, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Are you getting used to the spirit of creativity in the building and people just bouncing off the walls all the time?
I actually love it.
Really?
The other day I was thinking to myself, it's so different from the corporate world.
Yeah.
And there's always something happening.
Yeah.
So it's exciting.
Yeah.
I like this better than that formal corporate world.
The stringent ones.
I'm learning a lot and I'm just enjoying the environment.
I love that. I love that. Let me take you back to when you were a pikinini. Tell us about your childhood and growing up, and how was that for you, that experience?
Sibo, I think I had an extraordinary childhood compared to your average Namibian child. I was raised in a Namibian community outside Namibia. So my parents went into exile and I was actually born in exile. So my first 9 to 10 years I've spent between Zambia and Angola. So yes, it was quite an exciting childhood. Different.
Very much so, because now it's like so many cultures that you've experienced, and now you had to acclimatize yourself. Well, not really acclimatize, because like you said, you're not born in Namibia. How was it for you as a child settling back into Namibia?
It was very different because I think we've heard about Namibia, so it was something that we knew that we were not home, so something that our parents spoke about a lot. And coming here, I think there was two things that shaped my childhood when I was growing up. The one is that there was such a togetherness in exile. I don't know. I think South Africans call it Ubuntu. Namibia, we call it, or in my language, we call it Ukumwe. There was a togetherness that was just beautiful. So everybody looked after everybody. You know, parents looked after. If your parents went to school, somebody looked after you. There was volunteers in terms of nurses and teachers. Everybody was just doing everything for everybody. But I also, when I came to Namibia, what I picked up the difference was we didn't know different cultures, different tribes. We didn't have that. We didn't have Damaras and Namas and Hereros. It was like everybody was just the same. So coming here and experiencing that for the first time, seeing, people live in different suburbs based on their color and their backgrounds and, how well they are off. That was very different for me. So, yeah.
And now seeing all of that, dreaming of a better Namibia, dreaming of a better Nakushe, what did you think you were going to live up to?
Look, I think Namibia was always, it's a place that is special in my heart. Again, like I said, growing up, we knew that we were not home. It's almost like, I don't know if you know about the Bible story of the Israelites leaving Egypt for the promised land. Yeah. So that was the promised land for us. And our parents were very passionate about bringing independence to the country and coming back to an independent Namibia, having their children growing up at home in Namibia. So it was a lot of opportunities. We knew that once we got here, it was opportunities. It was giving those that were in the country an opportunity to be themselves, to live independent, to take this country in a different direction.
Did it not influence you to get into the political arena, though, or not at all?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
I think I've grown up in a home where I've seen my father. My father went into exile when he was about 23. So watching him his whole life, and he's actually my hero, watching him evolve over the years, becoming that person. He's looked after his family, providing for his family, loving his wife, and having a public life as well, just being able to lead a whole country and have an impact on how the country turns out. That's just, I think for me, I've watched it and I've seen the public and the private. I've seen him, I've learned about integrity from him, but it was something that I didn't want for myself.
Okay. We're speaking to Nakushe Kapofi. She's the sales leader here at Tri-Fire Studios, and the journey of her life is what we will be digging much deeper into, where she is right now and what inspires her and motivates her on a daily. 99 FM, your inspiration station. Sibo and Mo in the morning. We're just off talking to our latest sales leader, Nakushe Kapofi. We just talked about her growing up in exile, Zambia, Angola, settling back in Namibia, and why it is that she was like, you know what, I just wanted to find my own path. I didn't want to deviate into the political sphere like that. So where and how did you decide to get into travel and that particular industry? How did that happen for you, Nakushe?
I think as a young lady, there's a point sometimes where you're not sure what you want to do, and you end up asking yourself, what now? And I think I got to that stage in my life slightly after university. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So at 23, I decided, let me try this work thing. Let me get into travel.
Okay.
So I walked into a company and I started working there, and yeah, I had one of the greatest mentors that side. I didn't expect to stay that long, but I loved it. I loved it, and travel has really just been a part of me ever since.
And here you are now with us here at Tri-Fire Studios, in this as a sales leader. What made you make that jump after, like you said, spending so much time in the space of corporateness, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to try out the creative space and see what I can do in the sales department? What was that decision like?
Again, I think you find yourself on another path, and I had given, I think, all that I could give into the travel industry at that time. So I felt, maybe some time to do something different, time to try a different challenge, and yeah, that's how I ended up here.
You're a woman that loves challenging herself.
Yes, I do.
Every morning you wake up and you say to yourself, today is the day I'm going to make a change. So what is that mantra, that affirmation, that spirit that motivates you to get things done every morning?
Sibo, to be honest with you, I have come to appreciate life. So I think when you go to bed at night, there is no guarantee that you're going to wake up the next day.
True.
So I think you close your eyes and you trust that you will wake up the next day. So when you wake up the next day, it's an opportunity for you to create a better version of yourself, for you to reinvent yourself, for you to go after your goals. So for me, that is actually my biggest motivator. When you wake up and know that you're still alive, you know that your journey on earth, your purpose is not fulfilled, so you keep going.
Yeah. Finally, Nakushe, any life or career advice that you would like to share with us and our listeners?
Sibo, maybe I can just be of an encouragement to some of our listeners. I would say we need to be a little bit more kind. We take for granted how other people see us and the influence that we have in their lives. We need more people to be kind, to be loving, to, be positive, to spread some love.
Indeed.
And I think also self-discipline, a lot of us also take for granted being disciplined. That's the only thing that will set you apart and get you to do what you need to do.
Indeed. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, for us getting to know a little bit about our sales leader. We appreciate you, Nakushe, and we're so glad to have you as part of the team here at Tri-Fire Studios.
Thank you for having me, Sibyl.
That was Nakushe Kapofi, sales leader here at Tri-Fire Studios. And that was our Royal Hustler for this morning.
Royal Hustlers was proudly brought to you by Namdeb Diamond Corporation.
FM's got your feel-good vibes.
99 FM.
Never been to a desert before. First thing I was struck by is how much life there is in the desert.
I'd seen Saucer's Play, that classic Namibian shot with the dead trees and the beautiful dunes. That was on my travel wish list destination.
Some of the experiences that made this trip what it is, it would have to be the Fish River Canyon, just overlooking this wonderful piece of nature that's been created.
My experience as a tourist here is that there's always enough time to do everything.
Namibia is a really stunning, special place.
Well, it was only yesterday. Excitement was creating my escape. Wish I could forever, ever stay. Traveling through this jewel of Africa, and an old man asks me, where you going to the country of this long forgotten tune. That's my soul sang out loud, and it's whispering to you. I got lost on this road. Have you ever felt that too? Through the jewel of the South, we'll forever call it home, while the wheels keep on turning around, around, around we go. Rolling through the undulating sands, to the beckoning of this undiscovered land, while humming to the tune of the gentle breeze. My heart's embraced by this jewel of Africa. Yeah, Mother Nature fancies me in coming back to the country, chanting this uplifting tune. Thus my soul sang out loud, and it's whispering to you. I got lost on this road. Have you ever felt that too? Through the jewel of the South, we'll forever call it home, while the wheels keep on turning. That's my soul sang out loud, jewel of Africa. I got lost on this road, jewel of Africa. We'll forever call it home, jewel of Africa, while the wheels keep on turning around, around, around we go.
And I think we are very blessed to have been given and bequeathed a country like this.
FM's got your feel-good vibes.
99